Another day, even more rumors, leaks, and news regarding Avengers Doomsday. But do you want to know what, lads? These leaks and rumors are starting to line up with old leaks and rumors, and this all makes sense. This movie is essentially starting to sound like Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch's role in the multiverse of madness. It's absolute insanity. If half of this is actually true. So, yo, what is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Avengers Doomsday. Major character returning, potentially. If you could, subscribe to the channel. That is the #1 way to help the channel. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful face. Check us out on Twitter, WashtuG, and also check us out on TikTok, Washtu. Right, let's get into today's video. So, in no particular order, Josh Brolin potentially teases his return as Thanos in the up-and-coming Avengers film. So, there's a massive comic arc where we see Dr. Doom literally erasing Thanos, and that is what people want to see. And some people seem to think we've seen this in the light show they had last month. Now, in a recent interview, which he may have, I don't know, and as an idea, then I might acquiesce probably pretty quickly. We know Josh Brolin would return to play any variation of Thanos. We know this is a multiverse. We know it's possible. We now know, according to Daniela RBK yesterday, we're allegedly getting a female Doom or Doombots. It's a multiverse. Anything is possible. You know, and I've said this before. They have, or it's, I don't know if it's opened yet. I'm not really kept up to date with it. They were making a King Thanos ride at Disneyland in America. You're telling me they're not going to have King Thanos in this movie when there is literally a King Thanos ride? Josh Brolin is returning in some capacity. This isn't even a new rumor. This is an old rumor. But every time he gets into an interview, they ask him about Avengers Doomsday because they're currently shooting it. So, is King Thanos coming? Yeah, essentially, Josh Brolin wants to, so why not? Throw him into the ring. I definitely think that's happening. So, some rumors and leaks have emerged about the start of the movie and about Shang-Chi and also about Franklin Richards, but we all know the rumor that allegedly Dr. Doom had a family with Sue Storm, and they had a kid called Franklin Richards, and because of Chris Evans' decision to go back in time, stay with Peggy, have children, that caused an incursion because he wasn't supposed to be there, that essentially destroyed his world. And we all know that allegedly Doom's been going around the multiverse, essentially trying to fix it, essentially trying to find his family, so then when he creates the new battle world, he can live there with Sue and Franklin. Essentially, that's part of what people are saying. So this rumor stroke leak has come courtesy of Majestic. Majestic's providing so much information. Are they reliable? We don't know. So, reveals a major part of the movie evolves around Doom kidnapping Franklin Richards and taking him to another universe. Characters from Earth 616 and X-Men universe will reportedly have major battles. So the rumor was, at the end of the Fantastic Four movie, the post-credit scene, that Doom was kidnapping someone that looked just like his son from a different universe. Is Franklin going to be the Molecule Man? Is Franklin the god-tier character that he needs in order to literally make a new universe from nothing? We know based on another rumor that there's going to be 3 worlds left, and that's going to merge and make Battle World. That does make sense, but I don't know if I can get behind that he's actually kidnapping, because it doesn't look like that at all. Didn't look like that in the post-credit scene. Well, it did, but then when more information came out, it didn't sound like this. So it is also said that there will be a fight scene between Shang-Chi and Beast. Additionally, it was mentioned that there might be 2 versions of Yelena in the movie, the multiverse, which could mean Yelena versus Mystique and Captain America. Sam Wilson will be fighting Cyclops. Captain Marvel will face Binary. Reed Richards will fight Nightcrawler, and Colossus will battle the Thing. Now, this sounds absolutely insane. Now, we can pretty much predict and theorize that the main fights in this movie are going to happen when they go to the X-Men universe in order to get Maria Rambeau back. But she wants to stay there, and then she gets into a fight with Captain Marvel herself. But apparently Captain Marvel's not in the movie. But according to other scoopers, she's actually got one of the biggest roles in the movie, excluding obviously Robert Downey Jr. So there's an ongoing chatter on the internet. Which Spider-Man's in the movie? It's not Tom Holland, it's Tobey Maguire. So, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is confirmed to appear in Avengers Doomsday. It is, although it's unclear how big the role will be. It's also said that he will at least appear at the beginning of the film. Chris Evans is also confirmed to be in the movie. It's not entirely sure, but he's listed on a call sheet as Luke Cage. You remember the site they made in London? It looked like Peggy Carter's house was called Luke Cage. It's obviously a placeholder to prevent leaks. He's not actually playing the character Luke Cage. He suggestively, according to the internet, is playing Nomad. It's also been said that Marvel didn't expect his casting to leak, which is why Chris Evans publicly denied it. No, that's not the case, lads. If you're in a movie and you've signed an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. Your boy Warstu has signed lots of NDAs for lots of movies that I've seen early and projects and stuff I've been involved with various companies. Right? NDAs are standard, right? For sure. They are standard. So the reason why he's not said anything is because he's not allowed to say anything. But the major locations of this movie, one of the major locations is Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter's house. We also have Earth 1005, which is the X-Men universe. We also have Home of the Fantastic Four, Earth 828, and the Sacred Timeline, Earth 616. And they are the main 3 Earths that apparently, according to leaks, are going to merge together to create Battle World. Because apparently, Dr. Doom's ultimate plan is to just have a universe where he is God Emperor over everyone. And he's living with his wife, Susan Storm, and his kid, Franklin Richards. And in the leaked concept art for Secret Wars, that was one of the first images that appeared, wasn't it? Now, we know that Latveria is going to have to be a place in this movie. We did see Latveria kind of in Fantastic Four. A lot of people theorized the Void was going to turn into Battle World or Battleground. I don't think that's the case. And obviously the TVA is going to play a pinnacle role. We've already seen Chris Hemsworth stunt double there. Because why? Because God Atlas, God Loki is there, and Loki is also apparently going to play kind of a molecule man. He's going to be the savior alongside Tom Holland. But this movie is getting more and more interesting as the days go by. Now, it's actually hard to figure out what's going on, even though I've literally just laid it out, because all these scoops and all these leaks kind of contradict each other most of the time. But at the moment, the information that's coming out, it all literally makes sense, because it's got to be comprehensive. It's got to be understandable by literally children. When I mean that, I mean people like, 12 to the 15 age, somewhere around there. Because Marvel movies are made for a younger audience, and it does make sense. He lost his family in one universe because of the ramifications of what Steve Rogers did by going to live with Peggy, etc. Yes, lots of other people also caused incursions. So his world was destroyed, and that's a very old rumor. And he wants revenge on the multiverse, essentially. He's seeking revenge. And essentially, he wants to get all these omnipotent godlike powers, whether that be from Franklin Richards or Sentry or Warstu or Wanda Maximoff. He's going to get all these powers, and then he's going to do something in order to create, obviously take Loki's powers maybe, and then obviously create Battle World. It's quite a simple storyline, but it does make it sound convoluted when we get all these daily rumors and leaks that contradict each other. But Warstu, you report on them. I report on them because I've been reporting on Marvel stuff for years, and it's fascinating to me. It's because everyone knows what's going to happen. Battle World will be created. We've literally seen leaked concept art for Secret Wars for Battle World with lots of Hulks. We've seen God Emperor Doom with Franklin and with Sue Storm. We've seen Reed Richards chained up. We've seen all of it. So we know what's going to happen, but it's just a case of how do we get there? And if you want to throw like an evil Avengers or evil King Thanos and stuff, yeah, sure, why not? That sounds absolutely dope. So interesting how the movie opens. Doomsday. I mean, it really should open with Doom's world being destroyed and explaining why he wants revenge. And maybe he's been going around the whole multiverse looking for a Franklin with powers, and maybe the one on the Fantastic Four universe was the only one that's actually got powers in the multiverse. Because yes, the multiverse is a thing, and yes, there are similar characters, but they might not all have powers. So it's a very interesting take on what is actually going on, because we know this movie is going to be freaking insane. It's just, how do we actually get there? So there's also some pretty interesting information about the trailer. According to John Camp on YouTube, he's claiming Marvel has reportedly created 30 versions of the Avengers Doomsday trailer. And now this has got people thinking, oh, Marvel's scared, they don't want to mess up. Well, if there really is 30 different variations of this trailer, this is a 30-second trailer. They're not going to make 30 versions of a 2 to 3 minute trailer. Is Marvel running scared? We don't know. Now, we know John Camp here was and did leak the real image for No Way Home. I don't know how he didn't get subpoenaed by Marvel for that, but he did actually leak a 4K image of Andrew and Toby. You remember the meme that went around, and he posted it thinking it was fake and it was actually real. So previously, John Campier did also work for Collider. He does have sources, but a lot of people have sources in this world. And it's also been reported apparently Doctor Doom's face will not be revealed in the trailer, but we're going to see Doctor Doom, implying the big moment when he takes his mask off and it's like, oh my God, he's got the same face as Tony Stark. That has to be in a movie, because it's pointless revealing that, because everyone knows he's playing Doctor Doom. Or maybe the reason he takes the mask off, and it's Cillian Murphy. That would be even better. So that's today's wrap up of all the latest news to do with Avengers Doomsday. I really do appreciate all the love and support I've been getting for you lads. Keep it up. Like always, let us know whatever content you want me to cover down below. Try my best to cover Marvel, Kaiju, Monsterverse, DC, as much as I can, because I do have more interest in just Marvel and DC. I do like talking about the Kaiju stuff and obviously the Monsterverse stuff, but it's a little bit harder because there isn't as much talking about on a daily basis to do with them stuff. But I would try my best to cover everything, lads. So also, I will be actually reverting back to coming on camera. Not always, but I'm going to start doing some videos on camera, because with the way the world's going with AI and stuff, I'm going to need to adapt the camera soon at some point. So we're going to start doing that soon, lads. So like always, lads, check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Twitter. And I'll catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch ya later. Okay, bye.